Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, I'm doing a complete level 150 playthrough for you guys with Pirate King Adventures against Cypher Pole, Aegis Zero, Rob, Lucci, Stussy, Kaku, the free-to-play character that will be getting a 5+ for the treasure map, is available, and I would highly recommend everybody keep 2 copies of this unit. If you guys haven't done so already, do not feed in all of your dupes. Make sure you keep 2 copies of this character, because it did state that this character will be receiving a side grade of a different type, just like Whitebeard did for PKA. So please, for the love of God, every single time a PKA comes around, make sure to keep 2 copies of the unit. I cannot stress that enough. I try and drill it into everyone as much as possible. Whether or not they have a side grade or not, it's very important that you do that for the boosted meta. But, like I said, we're going to be doing a full playthrough today, taking on both the mini-bosses at level 1 and level 4, respectively, with the Momo teams, and then diving into a no-stall team that I did put out a couple days ago. I just found a way to improve it, thanks to the help of Bink Sake. I'm going to leave his channel down below. Our teams are very similar, and then after releasing mine, I was shown his variation, and he used Sugar, and it just works way better, especially for level 150. You guys are struggling for damage, because Sugar basically gets through the burn as well. We're using a few different supports, and we run it a little bit differently, but basically I had Karasu initially, and this way it just works better. So, as you can see, we are running the Momo teams for maximizing our total drops with Coby, Arlong, and Drake. And then I just brought Rayleigh because he's a slasher. He works exceptionally well underneath Momo. You guys can literally just hit auto if you want to. It's a little bit faster with Momo if you don't hit auto. But if you guys are doing stuff like, I don't know, cooking dinner, feeding the dog, anything like that, you can just jump into this fight, hit auto button at the beginning, and then just let Momo do his thing. You can even use the specials of Arlong if you want to wave clear. As you guys will see, I actually used the Rayleigh special on this final stage. Both of them do very good damage. You can easily just bink their specials, and that way you can just kill. It's a very good option. It's very fast. It's very easy. Momo sort of just making it easy mode. Obviously, we're using the Ho ship. If you guys have the Ho level 12, if you're a newer player, you should have this at level 12. So that way you can just get as much EXP as possible. For myself, I really want to do the Whale Shark ship, but I only have 24 Super Cola, so I'm kind of holding off for now, just in case, I don't know, Grand Voyage comes out, or another ship gets a crazy-ass upgrade, like the Shark Superb, or something like that. But I do think the Whale Shark will probably be my next ship that I level up. I'll just have to wait and see it before that happens, because there are a couple of ships that haven't received their upgrades. But that was against Lilith. That was, the PKA of 2 months ago. That one will be moving away very shortly. And then we have, I believe, Coby? Who was the character for Lilith? Wasn't Coby the character for Lilith? I don't remember, man. I can't keep track of these PKs, man. The seasons are just rolling on so damn fast. But PK is a great way of farming stuff like turtles, cola, green tickets, rumble scrolls. So make sure you guys are doing this every single day. I really can't stress that enough. If you guys stay on level 20, 40, 60, 80, or 100, anything that has a multiple of 20 on the 20, like I said, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, or 100 plus, you're always going to find both the mini-bosses along the way. It's not only going to make it very easy for you guys to get the 500 turtles, but it also helps out with getting the maximum amount of drops that you guys can get along the way. Now, once you guys hit level 150, maximize your chests. Try and take as many chests as possible. That way you can pick up more turtles, more cola. You get rainbow chests. You have the chance of getting a super cola drop. You can get rainbow gems. You can get more stamina. Once you hit level 150, I don't recommend using stamina meats. Honestly, for most players, I don't recommend using them at all. But make sure you do stay on top of your 3 plays every single day. Like, if you can't, don't stress. Don't feel like obliged to actually do it every single day. But if you guys want to maximize the best way to get resources, EXP, turtles, cola, all that fun stuff, PKA is right there in front of you. It is a free 3 plays a day, which you can obviously bank up, like, very easily. Just bank up your 9 plays, sit down for maybe, I don't know, an hour or 2, and just bust out 9 PKA runs in a day. That's definitely an option as well, but I would highly recommend trying to do it as much as possible. With characters like Exchange Ace needing to be purchased from this green shop, the green ticket shop, farming up green tickets, there's never been a more crucial time to actually do it. Obviously, if you're a new player and you're stuck in that sort of jail of the shop system, I would definitely be prioritizing green tickets over everything. However, after that, most players, free-to-play players, should be going for the cola, as totals can be acquired elsewhere, and cola really can't. So, bit of a shame that cola isn't a higher drop rate for PKA, rather than making it centric around turtles, and then taking away the turtle point farming event every single month. You guys know how I stand on that, so we're not going to touch on that. But as you can see, we're just using Mobo with the auto strat. Like I said, you can tap like I did in the first mini-boss fight. You can just let the game do it for you, like I'm doing in the second mini-boss fight. And basically, if you did any summons at all for the boosters, and you managed to pick up like Caesar Monet or Hody and Vanderdecken, maybe you got very lucky, you got Dofi and Sugar. I don't recommend summoning, by the way, save your gems. But if you did get very lucky, maybe threw a multi or two at it, just to try your luck, you're feeling spicy for a day, just chuck them on a Momo team, because Momo's end of turn damage is basically just going to carry you through anyway. And that way you can just get as many extra drops on top of still getting Momo's EXP. Marco's another option if you guys don't have Momo. You can just run Marco, or really you can run Jack if you guys are really, really struggling and you don't have either Momo or you don't have Marco. So make sure you are doing your mini bosses. Like I said, the best way to get coal, the best way to get turtles, the best way to get green tickets, and don't forget to do your 40p PvP runs. As you guys can see, once you guys get to level 150 and once you start building up your statues, as you guys saw my statues at the start, I do have max int, which I would highly recommend most players doing for this PKA. Int and quick are the two statues you should be prioritizing. But these PvP fights can actually get really, really bulky. And the strength one's probably the hardest, this one right here. Because you do have to go up against Coby, you do have to go up against Luffy. And if you guys don't have a good team that can sort of slow them down, they are going to hit you very, very hard. But I do like that PvP is involved with the PKA fights. Some of these teams can be really, really tough. And it's a great place to sort of showcase teams and sort of showcase the power of other teams that I can't sort of fight against in my regular PvP stamina, because I'm too busy wanting to keep my win streaks and all that fun stuff too. There is a sci-fi that I love going up against in PKA, because I just love running that free spirit anti-Psy team that I built. Oh man, it's so fun to run. But as you can see, we're just utilizing the good old quick driven slasher team. If it's strength, I'm always going to run quick. Not that this is the best strength team, but like I said, it can be very scary for players. If you guys do get hit by that Coby-Luffy combination, it's a rough time, so just be very, very careful. Nevertheless, we should be able to get the victory fairly easily here. Bink, bink. Nice. But let me know down below if you guys struggle with any of these PvP fights. If you guys want to see any content based around these PvP fights, how to take them on, how to take them down, what teams work best against them and stuff like that. Like I said, let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys have reached level 150 in PKA as well, let me know down below and let me know how you guys like to play it after reaching level 150. Do you guys do your runs? Do you just say, alright, I'm done with PKA, I'll see you next month? Do you like doing level 90, farming up EXP, and doing all that fun stuff as well? So however you guys like to play it, let me know down below. I always choose the scrolls here, mainly because I can pick up cola from the daily shop, but look, that's a whale benefit rather than a new player benefit. So ideally, if you guys aren't maximizing PvP characters, leveling up everything, just grab the cola there. That's probably the best way to go about it. As for anything else that isn't like totals or cola from like these chests and these bento boxes, it honestly does not matter what you pick up. Like for a situation right there, even though it's 8 cola, just take the 8 cola. Like you don't need Luffy, you don't need Zoro anymore. Just take what you can actually get. But moving on to level 150 now against CP0, the Rob Lucci, Stussy, and Kaku units. Level 150, 13-star event. We are utilizing Uta, and the team looks a little bit like this. So as you guys can see, basically the only change that I made was taking off Karasu and putting on Sugar. Sugar does need the Mr. 3 support to get enough cooldowns for the final stage. The Whitey base support on Whitebeard is not essential whatsoever. I just put it there for more damage on stage 4. I don't think it's a crucial support. It doesn't remove anything. It doesn't do anything besides give you a chain boost, which, like I said, is just more damage. If you guys do not have Garp, you can replace Garp with Alba and put Alba on Queen. that's going to work absolutely fine as well. And I believe that's what Bing Sake did. So like I said, I'll leave a link to his channel and his video in the description below. Make sure to go check him out. Send him some love, because the man actually does some really sick team building. Like, some really, really good stuff. So, we're basically just going to blast our way through the first 2 stages. No issues whatsoever here. You can quick tap, you can slap auto if you really want to. Don't even need to worry about the switch of Dofi and Sugar, because you're not going to get that maxed out by the final stage anyway. Just make sure you guys are starting as Doflamingo for this particular fight, so that way you can just get your switches nice and easy. On stage 3 against the CP0 unit, they're going to give you a full board of empty orbs. They're going to give you 5 turns of Bind and Despair after your sockets. And they're going to give you a super orb lock barrier for your middle row and bottom row. They also give you 1 turn of special reverse, which is a little bit annoying, but Coby, the 5+ unit, is perfect here. And I do want to give Bandai a huge rap for this fight, because I think they did a fantastic job of not only making the last free-to-play unit very, very good, but making the content actually very digestible, very, not simple, but like still hard, but not like bang your head against the wall hard, and made it very accessible for new players to actually get it done. There's a lot of teams that can beat this, a lot of free-to-play friendly units. It was just a very, very nice way to take down a PKA level 150. Once you do kill stage 3, they wipe out your positive buffs, and you can move on to stage 4, which gives you another turn of special reverse, 4 turns of paralysis, and then they stun your captains. They also have an intimidation for an attack boost, so you cannot use attack boost here unless it's more than 2 turns. They have immunity to everything, to defense down. They're free to hit anything else. And then they have 2 turns of a barrier. Now, that barrier is chonky. Like, it is chonky. So using Whitebeard here is great. He gets around the stun, he removes the barriers, he gives you a chain boundary because your captain is a striker, and then you can use Queen for a color affinity boost, Uta for an orb boost, and then you can use her super type or super class to make Cerebrals hit very, very hard. Now I tap in a particular order here. I start with Whitebeard, and then I go Coby, Sugar, Dofi, into Queen, into Uta. That way I get the most out of my overkill damage. And that way, on the next turn, I can guarantee that 2 million. I don't think that tap timing's super essential, but look, that's probably the best way to do it before you move into this final stage against the CP0 and the 2 lackeys. Now, against the final stage, you get 7 turns of Special Bind. Lucci has a set target, so you have to basically attack him. And they apply 5 turns of Resilience. On top of that, they have a barrier for 3 turns for 5 perfect. So if you don't remove this barrier, stuff like end of turn damage won't exactly work. However, we're using Queen for our end of turn damage. He was our color affinity booster on the previous stage. We don't need him to be on this stage because we're utilizing Dofi and Sugar. But now moving into this final stage, we have the boosted attack and orb boost of Uta. We have color affinity thanks to Dofi and Sugar with increased damage taken and a weakening effect. And then when you use your Sugar special, you can turn everyone into bears. It's going to completely avoid the 6 turns of burn. And as you can see, finishing off at 12 times multiplier with an attack, orb, color affinity boost, it's just absolutely free. So there you guys go. That is the no stall team against PKA level 150 CP0. Once again, shout out to Bing Sake for a very similar team build / a better version of what the team I put out. Make sure to go give him some love, and while you're down there, belt the like button on this video, hit the subscribe button if you're new. If you want to stay up to date with the OPTC content, belt that bell notification as well. Most importantly, whether you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye!